Hello friends, I'm doing this brief video for parents deciding what to do with school this coming fall. I'm a psychotherapist and my intention is to help you decrease fear, so I hope I succeed. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe to my channel and share it with other parents. I will show you how I look at our current COVID numbers to avoid stress and anxiety while seeing the reality of the situation as well. First, I'd like you to understand that there are numerous studies that explain how mass media affects us. When I was in graduate school, one of my psychology professors talked about Walter Lippmann, an American writer, political commentator, and winner of 2 Pulitzer Prizes. He wrote extensively about the usage of mass media in America. And he said that mass media and propaganda are tools used by the elite to be able to rule the public without physical coercion. I was asked in that psychology class to look at many research studies that show how the media has the power to basically brainwash us, and that I remember that it deeply marked me. And I have always been very cautious with how much TV I watch or which movies I go to. I think it's worth pointing out that it's not just the media that has the power to help us change our perceptions or manipulate our perceptions. There are other ways that this can be done, but that will be conversation for another episode. The studies that I looked at in school explained that once the masses' perception of an event has been manipulated and changed, there is no amount of logical information anyone can give us to make sensible conclusions. And I'm going to repeat that because this is crucial. Once the media is able to manipulate your perception of any event, there is no amount of logical information anyone can give you to make sensible conclusions. You have to start getting very open-minded to really start changing the perceptions. If we only pay attention to the media and do not question or seek information from other sources, or do not use our critical thinking or our inner wisdom, which I'm always encouraging people to do, we're looking at the world with blinders. This is the little bit we see, right? We don't see really what goes on around. I'm gonna let you watch this little brief clip of Denzel Washington.
If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read it, you're misinformed.
So what do you do?
That's a great question. What is the long-term effect of too much information? One of the effects is the need to be first, not even to be true anymore. So what a responsibility you all have to tell the truth, not just to be first, but to tell the truth. We live in a society now where it's just first. Who cares? Get it out there. We don't care who it hurts. We don't care who we destroy. We don't care if it's true. Just say it, sell it.
If you look at the numbers that are often presented to us, you don't get the whole picture. They mainly focus on the numbers of positive test results. That's the big thing right now. 11,000 in Florida, positive today. We just reached 3 million in the United States. And I just love what the director of the CDC, Dr. Robert Redfield, just said recently on June 25th on a CDC telebriefing update. He said, I keep trying to remind people that the real focus is the consequence of those cases, particularly hospitalizations and mortality. So listen well, guys. He says, the real focus needs to be on the consequences of those numbers, not on the numbers, basically. Let's see how many people have died from this and how many people have been hospitalized. That's basically what he's saying. I personally don't even look at hospitalizations because my husband is a doctor and he tells me that when he walks the floors of COVID floors, the patients are there reading the newspaper, reading books, talking on the phone, watching TV. They seem like they have very mild cases. So if we want to look at US death rate cases, look at this that I'm showing you right now in terms of what the CDC just showed, I think like 2.5 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. Look at the consequences, death rates, and look how that curve is going. It's definitely going down. That's undeniable. Parents should also know that 22 countries in Europe have opened their schools with no increase in mortality rate. We have data from many countries that support that. Last week, the American Academy of Pediatrics said that children need to get back to school, and that children are the age group less likely to contract the virus. There are also some studies from other countries in terms of tracing that they have showed that children are not likely to pass this virus to other people. So the media spends billions of dollars looking at how to tap into our primal needs and then provoke an emotional response, right? When they're tapping into our primal needs, of survival in this case, and getting us afraid that, there are 3 million positive cases, it's like, oh my God, we're all gonna die, right? Those are primal needs. And then what happens that we just come up with irrational responses. The media goes over and over the same information, so you stay in touch with that emotional response of fear and then provoke an irrational response. So if you find yourself getting anxious when you listen to it, maybe you can consider going into a media detox. I've suggested this many times to many people already. Stop watching the news, stop getting the information from there. From time to time, just look at the CDC graph, the one I showed you, and just go to the website and see how things are going from there. Look at the death rates, not really the numbers that they want to freak you out with. I placed some links on the description of this episode that support what I've been talking about, and I really believe that they're worth watching. So please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and share this information with other parents that you may be able to help. So I guess that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye.